Wait, so Ishaan, there was a story recently about what again?
A guy from the Bay Area.
Okay.
So basically, I don't know if you guys heard about this story, but there's a guy from Palo Alto. He's a kid. He's like 16, 17 years old. He's basically applied to like 16 universities. Like I'm talking like across the board, all the UCs. He applied to like Stanford, applied to Harvard, and he got rejected by pretty much all of them.
Okay.
And so
and what's the controversy?
the controversy is one, he got a job at Google out of high school, right?
Okay.
So everyone's like, oh, if he gets a job at Google, why can't he get into any of these colleges? And the bigger controversy is that him and his dad are actually suing a lot of these colleges, asking and I guess like just alleging of like racial discrimination against Asian people.
So him and his dad are suing.
They're together, and the fun tidbit is his dad is a manager at Google. So I wonder how he got the job.
What the okay.
I wonder how he got the job.
Okay, you know what? If they're gonna like make such a huge issue about this, they gotta release the essays as well. That's such a huge part of it.
Also, my biggest thing is like, bro, I don't think the UC system, as a guy who went to UC Berkeley, who's been around a lot of these UCs, I don't think they discriminate against Asian people at all. There's a lot of fucking Asian people there, bro.
There is a lot, yeah. Like obviously, I mean, I don't get like, okay, like are the schools he got rejected from like Princeton, Stanford, Harvard?
They were part of it, but I think he got rejected from many of the UCs. It was like pretty much every UC. Like I think he got rejected from Santa Cruz, San Diego,
Ooh.
and he did have like a 4.4 GPA. I think he had like a 1500 SAT. So he did have the stats, which is
Gotta
why
be
I'm
the
like,
essays.
okay.
It's gotta be the essays.
It's got to be the essays, but also here's the thing. He's from Palo Alto. He went to a great high school, a very competitive high school, and colleges look at that. They're saying like, okay, which high school did you go to? How did you perform in relation to your high school, right? So my guess is this guy went to, I don't know what high school he went to, somewhere in Palo Alto, a really good fucking high school, and was like an average student there. So colleges look at that like, okay, you were average at your high school. Why should we accept you? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. I mean, I think it's like this lawsuit is seeking some type of validation, as Asian people do.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, because you know, for us, I think like our value in a way is very based upon academia and where we go to school and everything. And I think this guy is just clearly going through it. I think him and his dad are in denial.
Okay, but I put up the stats. So this guy's, he's now 19. He went to Henry M. Gunn High School. If you know where Henry M. Gunn High School is, it's a really good school in Palo Alto. Had a
Is that where you-
4.42 GPA. What?
Is that where you went?
No, I didn't go to Henry M. Gunn High School, you motherfucker. I went to James
Oh,
Logan
no.
High School. What the hell?
How the fuck? You know, it's not the same. Henry M. Gunn and James
I'm not
Logan.
from Palo Alto. I'm from the East Bay. I'm not from
That's why I was confused. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, I went to James Logan High School. Anyways,
Okay.
he had a 1590 on his SAT, founded his own document signing startup, and tutored underserved kids in coding.
Okay.
He got rejected
I mean,
from UC Davis, UCLA, UC Berkeley, UC San Diego, UC Santa Barbara, Cal Poly SLO, Cornell, University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign, UMich, Georgia Tech, Caltech, UW, University of Wisconsin, MIT, and Carnegie Mellon.
Yeah,
he
but
only
where
got
did he
into
get-
the University of Texas and Maryland.
So UMD and UT Austin. I mean, he got into UT Austin. That's still great.
I feel like that's fine, but I
It's a
will
top
understand.
size
4.4 and a 1590 is pretty crazy.
I do understand. I do understand how it looks on paper as well. The Google internship. I do understand that he. I guess it seems like he founded a startup as well. But I mean, those essays must have been abysmal.
That's what I say, and it's okay. It's hard to say, right? But at the same time, it's like, bro, the UCs I don't think are the UCs. I don't know about the other schools, but first of all, it's illegal to discriminate based on race. Like that's one of the things the UCs don't have is like race-based
Yeah.
admissions, and you actually see that. Like unfortunately, a lot of the schools, especially like UC Berkeley, I think was like 7% African American, right? Like 15% Latino. So it's like I don't think he didn't get in because of his race. I think there's other issues on hand.
Yeah. If they're gonna like want to make this entire thing, let us read the essays. Let us see what's actually happening. You can't just claim racism and call it a day because you're upset about your results.
And
Yeah.
bro, my thing is like, okay, one of the biggest like contentions is like, oh, like he got a software engineering job like in Google like right out of school like. And all these schools didn't accept him. It's like, bro, his dad was the fucking manager. So it's like, come on, dude. Not saying he wasn't like talented enough, but it's like, okay, are we really gonna do this right now? You know what I mean?
I think the thing is like, if any other kid was going through this, they would just move on.
Yeah, they would go.
They would go to
community college,
yeah.
and then they would reject
Transfer.
Northeastern, and then they would transfer to USC. Right? Like,
Exactly.
I feel like that's what a normal person
that's
would do.
yeah, but like a lawsuit seems to me feels like extreme.
I think it's on the
entitlement.
Remember the whole
though.
Harvard, I mean, it comes to a good point because like remember the Harvard lawsuit where they found that they were like rating Asian Americans like lower in
Yes,
personality just because they were like that like was proven. I think it comes on the heels of that, but I don't think this is that, especially for UCs. Like they don't even look at that shit, dude.
Obviously, there's some type of biases to everything, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, what do they think is gonna accomplish? I mean, at the same time, then they're also gonna be really invalidating those who got into the school that are not Asian American, that are not white. You know, because then, yeah, if you're making this the basis of the lawsuit that you can only get into the school if you're Black or Latino, what does that say about the Black Latino students that are currently at the school? Are you saying they only got in because of some type of,
Yeah, and like, dude, I'm
rule?
telling you right now, like, if you go to like a great school like a UC Berkeley, UCLA, like, bro, you didn't get in just because you're race. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Exactly, yeah. And like,
Come on,
like,
bro.
but like also they're acting like he has no future elsewhere. You get UMD's fine, UT Austin's fine, like,
UT
really
Austin's
great.
a great fucking school.
Exactly, and the thing is, he applied to the top 20 coding programs. Like,
Yeah, like, yeah.
what? Like even like without the Ivies, you have Wisconsin, you have Michigan, you have all these schools, and it's just like, what did you expect? I mean,
Yeah, these are all top tier state schools, at least.
yeah,
At least.
like, yeah, I'm sure he got like dealt like bad luck of the draw. But how many kids nowadays have 50/90s? How many kids nowadays have founded their own startup?
So many.
It's really based on
especially from Henry M.
yeah.
Gunn High School. They all have that shit, bro.
Yeah, and
An
like
Asian kid from Henry M. Gunn High School, whose dad works at Google. Like, you think you're a dime a dozen? You
exactly,
fucking
yeah.
like,
He's high,
come on.
he's a high income student, and it's just. I don't understand. Did nobody speak too highly of him in his letter of recommendations either? I mean, like, they don't really do anything, but
Yeah.
it's an extreme sense of entitlement, and the fact that you're so unwilling to let go of this when you clearly do have a future, and you have a future, you have a clear way into Google. It seems like you can
Yeah,
spend
I mean,
a good exactly. You can spend 4 years in a good city, assuming he picks Austin. You're really just clinging on to something that doesn't matter at this point. And I mean, like, obviously you and I were Asian, right? But I mean, like, you and we got rejected from schools, but we didn't, like, you don't
I didn't
sue
cry
them.
about it. I wasn't like, oh, dude, I didn't get in because I'm fucking brown. I'm Asian.
Yeah,
like,
like,
dude,
you
no
don't.
one was like,
You just gotta
"Oh, I'm
like
Asian,
pick up
it's
and move
over for
on.
me."
Exactly. And
Like,
why
bro,
why does he give a fuck about what school he gets into when he has a job at Google?
I feel
Like
like,
the- like-
sometimes we try to like cope with things, and like that's him like
Yeah.
either coping or him just being like, fuck you guys, which being a little delusional.
But those kids who are at those top schools, they want to be in his position. It's like
I would love to have a software engineering job at Google at 19.
Exactly. Yeah. Like what are you complaining about? Like, you're grasping at straws here to make an imaginary idea, to make an imaginary problem out of
Yeah,
nothing.
if anything, now everyone's gonna call you a nepo baby. If you didn't say shit
Exactly,
and you just did a
yeah.
fucking Google job, you would have had a great time. But now
Now
it's like,
e-
oh, like
now
now
everybody
your daddy
knows.
got,
Yeah.
now your daddy
You-
got that shit for you.
You could have looked like somebody who didn't really necessarily go to a Target school, who got a great job at a T4, at a Big Four
Bro,
company,
you
right?
got the job that everyone at the schools you're going to want.
Exactly, and you're
Like,
still
that's the
making
fucking-
it this is a case of extreme ego, in my opinion. There's no fucking way. I mean, yeah, you had to go to the schools.
Yeah.
And you accept the 4 years there, or you go to the schools, have 2 years transfer out, go to CC, have 2 years transfer out, or you just don't fucking go to school and you go work at Google, which is
Yeah.
what you probably should do.